So you're a new YouTuber and you have a channel to launch. I'm going to tell you exactly 7 things you need to consider before and during and after you launch it in order to make it as successful as possible. That's coming up. Hey guys, my name is Tim Schmoyer and it's Thursday, which means it's time to do some YouTube Q&A with you guys like we do every Thursday, just to help you grow your YouTube channels and your audience. Fullerman wrote in to ask this question. Great videos, Tim. Would it be better to upload multiple videos when you first start a channel or only one? That's a good question. Let's talk about the overall launch strategy as a whole for a new YouTube channel, and we'll answer that question as a part of it. So there's a couple foundational things you need to set first. And number one is you need to know clearly who the target audience is for your channel. You need to know who cares, literally, who is it that cares about your YouTube channel? And you need to make that very specific because you need to make somebody feel like, oh, this channel's for me. I'm so glad I found this channel. Like, this person is exactly addressing the problems or the issues or concerns that I've been looking for. You know, you need to do that. If you just have a general channel about gaming or beauty or vlogging and don't know who it is you're specifically targeting, you're gonna make it very difficult for anyone to feel that way. And number two, you need to know the value that you propose to deliver to that target audience through the content on your channel. We call that the value proposition. And that answers the question, why does that person care? You know, so you know who cares, but why should they care? What is it that you are giving to them? Because we all consume content because it's valuable to us in some way. And so you need to know what value you are delivering for your target audience to consume from you. And then once you've nailed down those two things, then third, you need to develop a content strategy that supports it. So you know who it is and you know why they care, but you need to know how are you going to deliver that value to them. So you need to come up with a strategy for consistently and regularly being able to deliver that value to your target audience over and over and over again, so that that person feels like, I don't care what type of video they're publishing, I want to go watch every video that they publish because the value that they continually and consistently offer me is so good and so high, and I just know that they're going to do that every single time they publish a video. And then number 4, and this is a mistake a lot of creators make, is you also need to plan an intentional strategy for growth. A lot of creators just make their videos and they just hope that they perform based on nothing more than their own merit, or that the YouTube gods will suddenly somehow have favor upon them or something. Because of all the hard work and investment you're making into creating your videos, you should also put hard work and intentionality into a strategy that is going to make it more likely that your videos are going to be discovered by the right people, by the target audience you're going after. And how you do all that is actually a conversation for another video. In fact, I have an ebook if you're interested. It's called 30 Days to a Better YouTube Channel that will walk you through the exact process you need to go through to determine who your target audience is, to figure out what your value proposition is and be able to clearly define and state that. And then also to figure out these growth strategies we're talking about and the content strategy. All that is in that book, 30 Days to a Better YouTube Channel. So I'll put a link in the description below in case you're interested. You can go check it out. Number 5, and this is what answers your question directly, is that I would recommend having at least 6 videos, preferably more than like 10 or so. And that's not true for every channel launch, but generally speaking, you want to have a little bit of a library of content there so that when you do start promoting it and getting traffic to it, there's a few things there for someone to watch to evaluate whether or not they want to subscribe, if your channel's for them, if it's valuable to them, and all that type of stuff. And then number 6, this is when you actually launch it. And you go out there and you just let all your friends, your neighbors, your family, people know, coworkers, that you have this new channel, and you do whatever you can to tap into your existing networks and get people to check out your channel. Now, you might not have like a huge network of people to do that, and so you might feel a little bit disappointed when you launch it and you're like, oh, that was not really at all what I was hoping. But that's okay. Everyone starts somewhere. You will grow. The key thing is just to start getting some feedback for some of those people as you start growing your channel. And then number 7, and this is so important, guys, is to evaluate the progress you've made, the things that you're learning from your audience and the content and the process, everything. Like, just learn, evaluate, and then fix things. Like, what's working poorly that I need to fix? What's working great that I need to learn from and keep doing? And then go back and rinse and repeating that and implementing those updates and those changes that you're making to your content all the time. Especially if this is your first channel you've ever done, there's a lot of lessons to learn, a lot of experiments to be had, and a lot of mistakes to be made. And so make them, but learn from them and then keep going. There's a lot of other ways to launch a YouTube channel and different tactics and things to consider. This is just a general one that would probably apply to the majority of the channels that you are doing. And so I would love to hear from you in the comments below. How do you launch a YouTube channel? What advice would you give to someone who's just getting ready to build a channel from scratch and share it to the world? And if that is you, definitely read the comments other people are leaving down there. I know you will learn a lot from them as well and get a lot of other great ideas. So thank you guys. The community here is awesome. If this is your first time here, I would love to have you subscribe. We are all about helping you grow your YouTube channel and your audience so that the message you're spreading can spread and reach people and they can find you and become a part of your channel's community and hopefully have their lives be changed as a result. That's what this is all about. We've got videos to train you on how to do that every single week here. So subscribe and I will see you guys again soon. Bye.